Why do you think UKIP members backed you over your rivals?
Because I've not just talked the talk, I've walked the walk. I've been in the party for 12 years. I've been by far the most experienced candidate, having been the party chairman, the head of policy, Nigel's deputy leader for the past 6 years, and the party now realises that it has to come together, it has to unify, it has to stay on the pitch and hold the government's feet to the fire on Brexit, and that's why they've given me the biggest mandate in the history of the party today.
Was it a fair election contest, Paul Nuttall? One of your fellow candidates for the leadership, John Evans, said on this programme last week the whole election process has been compromised and alleged some party officials may have misused databases to promote their favoured candidate. What do you say to John Evans?
Well, that isn't something I've witnessed. I know with the last leadership election, for example, there were 100 complaints. With this leadership election, apparently, there's been 10. So, I mean, it's minuscule. I think that the election has been good-humoured and fair, and it's been precisely what UKIP has needed. The last thing UKIP would have needed is a leadership election which involved infighting and backbiting and whatnot. We didn't have that. We had a good-humoured contest, and now we can move on.
Right, no, because the party was so busy involved and embroiled in months of chaotic infighting. How are you going to deal with that?
But you know what, Joe? I've never been part of any faction in the party. I generally get along with everyone. And I think, you know what happened the other month? What happened the other month in Strasbourg, when we had the altercation between the two MEPs, was probably in the long run the best thing that happened to the party. Because
Really?
Everyone woke up and smelt the coffee. Yes, I do, because everyone woke up, smelt the coffee, and understood that this was now an existential crisis. And it was my duty to step in, stand in this election, win it, and bring the party together. And
Right.
That's what I intend to do.
Well, and one of the ways, of course, you can bring a party together after a difficult few months is by the people that you put on your team. Who have you appointed?
I've already appointed Peter Whittle, the London Assembly member, as my deputy. I've appointed, subject to NEC approval, Paul Oakton, the party chairman, who I think has basically steered the ship brilliantly over the summer during these difficult months. And I've appointed Patrick O'Flynn as my senior political advisor. And within the next 72 hours, there will be appointments of party officers and appointments of spokespeople in big numbers. So
Right.
I will hit the ground running. I know the party inside out. This isn't going to be a problem in the long run.
Not the most diverse group of people you've just mentioned there, I have to say. But what about Suzanne Evans, who also ran for the leadership? Why didn't you give her something?
Joe, if you hold your horses and wait, there will be an announcement regarding Suzanne Evans tomorrow. As I said at all the hustings, I'm going to build a team of all talents, and the one thing you can say about Suzanne Evans is she has a lot of talent.
Right, so what's her job? Go on, tell us.
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not? But there isn't much diversity, though, in the group of people you've announced so far. Would you agree?
Oh, come on. I mean, that's splitting hairs. I mean, I've literally appointed 3 people. I mean, if you want diversity, Peter Whittle is my deputy is an open homosexual. If you want diversity, there will be lots of women who will be announced in my new team over the next 72 hours. So look, you know, this is a party which is now going to move forward. We've had problems over the past couple of months, but now we're going to restructure the party and we're going to get ready for the battle ahead, starting in Sleaford and then hopefully a few by-elections next year as well.